What is up, YouTube? It is Drex, and I am back with another video. So I want to make this one pretty quick. I want to talk about the criticism I've seen towards Nintendo in the past, and I just want to say my piece on it. I've seen a lot of guys who are primarily PlayStation, Xbox, PC, hell, even Nintendo fans themselves come criticize the shit out of Nintendo. And and what I'm saying is that I don't fully agree with it, nor do I disagree with it, but I can understand it. So I'm going to take a neutral standpoint on this, and I'll try and outweigh the pros and the cons of the situation. I'm going to start with the cons first. A lot of people, fans in the community, a lot of people from different platforms, fans from different platforms, and their own fans have complained that they continue to make childish games, childlike games, which I fully disagree with, honestly. They will also say things, talk about how they re-release the certain re-release previous games and charge $60 for it and rip people off, which I fully agree with that as well. But here's my defense on that too. Nintendo has also released a lot of exclusives as well, even though they are taking advantage of a lot of the fucking re-releases. Let's be real. A lot of people have complain that the Switch is not for them because of the handheld, it being the handheld structure. Some have complained about the Joy-Con and the drifting, and I can kind of back that up too because my boss told me that he had issues with his Joy-Cons twice, and Nintendo, luckily he was under warranty, and Nintendo was able to replace that for him. And twice with no free of charge, but for him to run into that issue twice, that's fucking nuts. I personally haven't had that issue with my Joy-Cons, but then again, I'm not on the original Joy-Cons that they gave me. I'm using those third-party Hori Joy-Cons, which shout out to Hori. I mean, man, no, they make the greatest third-party accessories over there. Big shout out to them. But anyway, yeah, that works better for me. And I guess it's probably it's not ergonomic, but I have big hands. So adjusting to the original Joy-Cons, it doesn't work for me. My hands cramp up pretty quickly. I know, like, if I'm in the bed with my wife, it's difficult as hell to play on that. So I have to use the Hori. But I can use those Joy-Cons on the accessory that came with it that I can just slide them in. I don't know what the hell to call that. I'm just going to call it a controller accessory. But anyway, I'm just here to just say, I know why. I can understand why a lot of people is shutting them down, and a lot of people saying the reason why people are still sticking with Nintendo is because of nostalgia, which I probably say is right. Because on my channel, if you watch enough of my videos, I'm a Sega fanboy. I'll defend the shit out of Sega, even the consoles that were the most shittiest. I'll defend them, and I'm going to say this too. I'm going to remain with Nintendo no matter what. So I mean, no matter what the bullshit they do, but I will criticize them, and I will air out my own grievances as well. But Nintendo has honestly been good to me over the years, so I have nothing to really complain about. I do think it's bullshit how a lot of their physical games don't go on sale, and I'm just going to be honest. I understand it costs a lot of money for them to create those cartridges like that, but I mean, I can understand why a lot of people who are on Xbox is saying the same thing. I can understand why a lot of people on PlayStation are saying the same thing, because a lot of those games tend to go on sale. Or hell, even matter of fact, they don't even pay for it. They either you go on PlayStation Now or Game Pass. So I understand, why a lot of people are probably just saying the hell with Nintendo right now, because they don't want to spend a lot of money on games, because gaming is expensive. I said it in the video I did to the Legend 350. A shout out to him. I understand it. Gaming is always going to be expensive, and I can understand why. A lot of people don't want to deal with the burden of having a Switch, or dealing with the bullshit that they got going over there with hardware and software, and the user interface. I can understand a lot of things. I think it is kind of complete bullshit that they were re-releasing stuff, but honestly, I like it, because even Picado said it best. It works in his favor because he can take these re-releases anywhere that he thought he could never do. I remember an old friend in high school told me that he felt awesome. I mean, this is probably too TMI, but he said him having a 3DS, and being able to play Ocarina of Time in the bathroom, taking it to the bathroom with him, he said that was an awesome experience. And this is one of the reasons why I love the Switch. I love that you can take it everywhere. Obviously ain't going to be taking it to the fucking toilet with me. I'm just going to be real. That's disgusting. But I can, if I'm watching my son while my wife is out, I can, use it for that. So, you know, I have many good uses for it. And even with re-releases, I'm going to be getting the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection when it comes out. So, I mean, if it don't work for you, that's cool. But, you know, it's convenient for me, and I always will enjoy the Switch. So, that's all I just want to say. Like I said, I understand the fellas. I understand the criticism y'all have towards it. I understand why a lot of people will attack them and shut them down. And, you know, a lot of people who are defending it probably are just fanboys, and they just don't want to. Damn it, I can't think of the word right now. They probably just, you know, they grew up with Nintendo and they just don't want to see their precious baby being attacked. But I mean, listen, I love Nintendo. I'm a Nintendo enthusiast. When I do this room tour, you're going to see all my Nintendo collection and stuff. So you're going to see that I'm faithful to Nintendo as well. But they need to be criticized. They'll be criticized. I have to criticize Sega too. So, and I'm a big Sega fanboy. So I gotta say what I gotta do what I gotta do. But other than that, this is Drex, and I'm out.